Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to XCOM Enemy Within Long War Classic Iron Man. I'm Anthiar, and we have a crashed scout to go take care of. Um, it's going to be probably more or less a repeat of last time. Not going to be a lot different. It's still in March, so sectoids and drones. And similar to last time, we're taking one trained soldier, an assault this time for run and gun with the shotgun. Lots of flashbangs, lots of ceramic plates, a couple frag grenades. Biggest concern is just that outsider sniping off a roof. So terrain's gonna be lots of trees, some hills, but we should be able to handle it pretty well. So let's get on the ground and see what we can come up with here.
Get ready to deploy. Our AO is within the continental United States. It looks like the aliens went down in a sparsely populated area. If there are civilians in the area, I hope they stay clear.
Central, this is Big Sky. Strike One is ready to secure the craft.
Copy, Big Sky. Strike One is clear to attempt the breach.
Okay, is it just me, or is there a whole lot of weird crap on the screen? Looks like there's some kind of weird graphical anomaly. So if we can just bear with me a second, we're gonna try to do a quick reload of the save and see if that clears the problem up. Okay, so it looks like we got that graphical anomaly cleared up, which is nice. It was just present enough to be horrifically distracting for me. But we got the UFO that was kind of straight ahead of where we've landed. You can kind of see it there in the distance as I put the camera down. I try not to use that to scout out for like the meld canisters. Well, correction, I'm trying not to do that this time. I would do that notoriously in other playthroughs, but not doing that so much this time. But our first thing is just going to be kind of moving everybody forward for that maximum range blue move until we make contact. You don't want to spread out too much because you do want the rest of your squad to be able to support you if you do run into something. But just basically pushing forward hard, especially in a situation like where we started. You know, if we were to make contact first turn here, we're going to be in a situation again where we don't have lots of cover, especially if they're coming in from that right side. So I think the plan is basically just to punch forward. And we got some meld up here. We might be able to grab a canister of meld, which is never a bad thing. A lot of times in campaigns I'll end up with a bunch of meld because I have been aggressively going after the canisters. And that's good for a number of reasons, because meld actually has quite a few uses. I mean, it's obviously used for like mech suits and for gene mods. But you can also use it to like build structures fast. If I remember right, you can use it to build items fast. And also you can just use it to sell off to the council nations when you need that little extra money. I mean, four space bucks per unit. You know, if you're sitting on 500 meld and you don't need that much, you know, that's a fair bit of resources. But as you see, we had an audio indication of something up there. And seems like it might be patrolling around the UFO. The alien pods do patrol. They kind of do their little motion. And so we want to make sure that we're, if they are making that patrol around the UFO, we want to try to get to a position where we can kind of intercept them in a space that's going to be advantageous for us, instead of letting them like come in from our side when we're arrayed some other direction. So going to move off here to the side, kind of take this hill, get some more height advantage. There's some good high cover positions on top, and hopefully around that point we can make the contact and lay waste to the alien hordes. And yet again, you know, somebody mentioned seeing a meld canister, and I'm not finding it, which I guess should give me a clue that it's probably tucked away behind a hillside or something that's just like in a dark patch unrevealed to me. But, well, it's that direction, so that should give me a better idea of what's going on, I suppose. Now you can start hearing the wow, wow of the meld canister there getting louder and softer as I move around, which is kind of cluing me in that it's got to be just like on the other side of this this hill here, off in that diagonal. So I'm gonna push up to find some high cover. Still have no contact, which at this point is suited me pretty fine. I don't mind, you know, being able to take this hill and get set up and entrenched before I have to worry about trying to fight somebody off. Yep, there's that meld canister. Yep, and it was pretty much right at the bottom of the hill. So I'd like to get that, but it's all going to pretty much come down to whether or not we make contact. And if we do make contact, depending on what it is, I may or may not be able to spare a troop to kind of swing out wide to grab that thing. So it's going to come down to the last couple movements here. We're going to try to keep everybody kind of tight. I'm kind of expecting to hit something, so I want to make sure that I don't string somebody out and potentially have them get caught. You know, there's something that could be the outsider, maybe, possibly drones. No, I'm gonna try to swing wide and grab that meld now. Looks like could possibly hit this high cover and then make the move out there. Oh no. It's not going to agree with me, apparently. No. C'est la vie. Just have to hope that it doesn't shut down next turn. If it dies this turn, well then, whatever. But have to hope that we have the chance to get in there and grab that here in the next couple turns. You can see this hill has an abundance of high cover. Lots of options for us. Still no contact. Lots of options for us to sit up here. I've kind of used all of what's available there, but so I'll have to either take some low cover behind. I could take low cover on that trunk, but better to be conservative for the moment. You know, the meld is the only real timers I'm up against here, so there's, if I'm comfortable with potentially losing the meld, then well, whatever. But you know, hopefully I don't reveal the outsider. No. I might be able to just go ahead and take that, move up to the can there. It's good corner cover. I know there's things off to the left and there's the outside to the UFO. But I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of sit. You know, it's not gonna, I'd have to dash and I can make that blue move to get there next round anyway, so, and the meld is still there. Excellent. So it wasn't like it was gonna give me any benefit to take it without, or to move up and risk activating something when I wasn't gonna be able to activate the canister itself. So I just gotta find. I don't want to get in there and really get on that outsider without kind of engaging some of these pods, but at the same time they're not cooperating so much. You know, I'm not getting anybody to show up here, so we may have to kind of move in and stack up on that door and get ready to breach if I can't get a reveal here in the next couple of moves. So that door closed, we're safe to move up to the side. Even though I may have wanted to go around the front of that, but it's okay. It didn't. Maybe no, never mind. If I can just get my assault in a better position, should be okay. Except one tile. One tile I hadn't. Gave me just that extra tiny bit of space to reveal, and that puts our rookie in a really vulnerable position. I'm gonna have to get really lucky with these 36 to 40% shots, and that's the first miss. Try number 2. Any love? 37. No dice. Our assault's down at a lower level. I don't think she's really going to be any help. The shotgun. Well, she can't see anybody right now anyway. But we can get this rookie around the corner. 34. Nothing doing. I think we can pretty much write off our forward rookie as a KIA at this point. Those drones are just going to fly down right on top of her head and start doing terrible things to her. Last chance. Nothing. I suppose in theory, Overwatch from the assault could take one of them out. But even with that, unless she's got some Neo Matrix bullet dodge going on here, 29 on Overwatch. No sir. Not that any of those surprised me. I mean, we weren't looking at anything above 50%. Ugh. It's 4 damage. And, oh, hey, yeah, let's panic chain. That sounds like fun. So, it's 3 people out. And they're, okay, at least the rest of the team resisted, but, 72. Hanging in there, hanging strong. Oh, man. Oh, man. 71. Oh, never give up, never surrender. Unfortunately, with half the squad panicked, it means everybody's got to get a kill. And I just don't know if I can. It's not even reasonable to expect it. I mean, I have to try, but I almost don't want to look. 36%. Oh man. Oh, and he comes through. Oh, is there a light at the end of the tunnel? 37%. Oh man, I don't know. These are all rookies. None of them have really good shots. 36. Oh, you're that's 2. Oh, no way. Is she gonna make it through this? Oh my, I don't even want to look. Come on. Oh no. Oh, it was too much to ask for. They tried so hard to save her life. They tried, but alas. We've got a man down, woman down, trooper down. Oh man, and now everybody's unpanicked. Oh jeez. Well, shotgun should make sure we'll do this. Oh yeah, that's much more doable. Oh, I mean, I called it. She was dead, but at the same time, those 2 dodges and then 2 kills on like 35% shots, just enough to let me get my hopes up that we might be able to save her. And that's XCOM for you. It's just enough to let you think you have a chance before it crushes your hopes and dreams.
That's affirmative.
But at this point, I guess it's just stack up on the door, get reloaded, get ready to get in there, and let's extract terrible, terrible vengeance for our fallen comrade.
Locked and loaded.
Copy that. I'm ready.
Okay, no rest for the wicked. Here come the sectoids. Got 3 of them. It's not terrible. They chose a very interesting place to move to and take cover. Oh, and the outsider. That's outstanding. Okay. No, this isn't beyond the realm of possibility in terms of handling stuff. So we've got people to get easy flanks, which is always helpful. You get that 83%. Right, of course. Hit the 36% flying drone and kill him even with his damage reduction, but you can't flank and kill that sectoid. Alright. How about you? 85? Can you do it? Yes. Okay, that's good. Oh, man. Alright. Well, let's see. I can get down and... do I want to get around the corner? So I can either take the corner and flank that sectoid on the inside, or I can come down and flank this guy out back, and I think it's better to clean up the backfield. Because I might be able to just use the assault to take that guy with the shotgun on the inside of the doorway. And, yeah, that 100%. Gotta love it. Alright. Of course, I still have to worry about that. I could flash the sectoid here, but I also have to worry about that outsider who's back in the corner somewhere. He ran away from me, so I'm not quite sure what happened. Can I get eyes on? Yeah, there he is. Okay. And I can get a flashbang on him, so let's go ahead and start suppressing him with flashbangs. Try to keep him kind of a non-factor in this current engagement. And well, moving in is still a bit of a risk, and I don't want to use run and gun to get around the corner. So let's just see what I can do here. 80%, that's not bad. And it's killed. Okay. So that just leaves us with the outsider, and he's not. Well, yeah, that's about what I expect. Running for the full cover there. That long-range shot when he was flashed, I don't think was ever really going to happen. Well, okay, it could have, but it was unlikely. Let's put it that way. All right, so now we can get our butts in here and start doing horrible, horrible things to the outsider. So I could run and gun to get behind him, and still get the shot off. But first, I think a good idea is just to make sure that he's still just out of it. Even if I kill him this round, bringing the flashbanger home doesn't give me a bonus or anything. So let's just make sure that if all else fails, he is not going to be in his best condition for continuing this engagement. All right, so we'll get around the corner. Now, I just mentioned being in half cover, even when his flash isn't a guarantee, but well, sometimes you just have to do things. So get the 100%, 66% crit. And I did get a crit, so he's in pretty bad shape. Yeah, it's up to the rookies to finish the job. It's kind of unlikely that, yeah, he wasn't gonna get that shot, not through high cover. Again, it's pretty low percentage, and since the outsider's flanked, he's almost assuredly going to make a run. He's going to try to get somewhere so that he doesn't die. And so now it's just, if I can get people in position with overwatches, that's almost as good as taking those shots. In fact, if he breaks cover, or he'll just take no action at all. Huh. Oh, alright. He did regen, so he's got 3 health back from where he was. But since he didn't move, this is going to let me get all the flanks I could probably have. But I only need 1. So that's Operation Driving Smoke completed. 7 kills, 1 loss. That's as acceptable, but frankly that was just me being a little bit careless with that assault's move. That's the only reason that rookie died, and I feel kind of bad about it. But XCOM is like that, especially Long World, punish you for the slightest mistake. So everybody else made it home just fine, and we'll see what kind of loots we managed to bag and tag on the way back. Almost everybody. Poor PFC Caron apparently didn't get a kill. Badru was a little bit overzealous. Ava was way overzealous, but you know, she's an assault, so that's kind of what they do. 3 sectoid corpses, 3 drone wrecks, 10 Illyrium, that's pretty good. 16 alloys. I mean, it's scouts, so what do you expect? We can just sell off the damage stuff, get some monies. Everybody loves monies. And that extra income will let me build the next lift, so we get down and we can start getting at that steam vent. Thermo generator would solve all of our power woes for the foreseeable future. We're currently maxed out, so I had just that 1 extra power was just enough to get that lift in, which I think is probably the intention of the settings, really, to be honest. I mean, it's set up to let you get that first satellite to uplink and then throw down a lift. So we're still looking pretty good. Nothing really for it but to scan again, so let's see where we move forward from here. Getting close on xenobiology, which will open up sectoid corpses as council requests. That's usually for scientists. Alright.
You're telling me that we should risk the lives of our troops so we can take one of these things alive?
Yes. Without a live specimen, I'm afraid we've reached the pinnacle of what my team is able to accomplish.
And how do you suggest we do this, Doctor?
The autopsy I've just completed confirms that the alien's physiology is quite similar to our own. A highly concentrated electrical current delivered at close range should cause
Close range? And what happens if it doesn't work? Do you really think this is worth the risk?
I do. We do not know our enemy. How can we hope to stop something that we do not understand? If we can capture one of these creatures alive, we may be able to communicate with it.
And interrogate it. Find out what they want. Where they're operating from.
Yes. That possibility outweighs all risks, in my opinion. I can construct a safe enough facility to house our captive, but I do not know how we could possibly communicate with it.
Not to worry. I will see to that.
All right. I'll speak to the commander.
Alright, so need to build the containment soon-ish. Also need to get xenoneurology researched so that we can grab the arc thrower, but we can build alien containment. Xenoneurology is 24 days. That bonus from my starting country in the US, we have ways, has knocked down that autopsy to 3 days, and I think that's the next logical step, to be honest. Take advantage.
We've made a number of interesting discoveries based on the autopsy results of the alien specimen you brought back. The research team is now referring to this particular variation as a sectoid, based on the unusual structure of its internal organs, which we believe to be the product of genetic manipulation. As we've seen in the field, this species also seems to harbor some sort of telepathic ability.
Man, ichor and blood and guts and goop everywhere. But we'll get that knocked out in 3 days. But God, I really need some more scientists too, don't I? Need some more engineers. I need everything. Not a lot to do beyond just moving forward. That satellite transfer from Mexico will get me 2 engineers. Now, that's still not going to happen until after the end of the month, unfortunately, because I was stupid earlier. But, you know, that's on me. So, we're just going to have to go ahead and scan and find another mission to go to, I guess. Oh, lift is done. Alright, well, I think I have enough money to, yeah, I can do some excavation. I might as well maybe hit that one up top, too. Getting down, that's going to be a pain in the butt. But that could be my power quadrant. Those 4 upper level right next to the lifts there. Alright, moving forward, sectoid autopsy rather is almost done. And India rather would like some sectoid corpses. They only give me 1 scientist. Kind of wonder if I might be able to get some more out of that, but there's the autopsy finished. Hooray for us. Alright, moving forward. Honestly, I think, yeah, I gotta do weapons. I gotta get closer to those lasers. Plus, it'll unlock some small items for me. And I really need those scopes in particular. Will be a huge bonus once I can make those. But let's continue forward here. Scanning. March 25th, 26th. Another UFO. Hey, didn't even notice that all my interceptors are ready to go again. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of spread the kills a little bit. I like to get everybody kind of promoted a little bit, make them a little bit more effective. But let's see how you do, buddy. Do me proud up there. That guy is an all-star. 2 hits, no damage. Good to go. So that'll give us a crash site for our next mission. Until then, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll come back for the crash site we're about to hit. But until then, take care.